Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek. Echo Zero here. And I am back with another ITN review as Corey returns. And Corey is not alone. That's right. Tooth returns as we look at the third installment of the Tooth Fairy series. Now, since the previous events, 20 years, previous movie, 20 years has passed. Corey is now a single father of a girl I guess is going to be starting college. And we come to find out that Corey has been seen as a psychiatrist. We also find out that Corey apparently spent some time in a mental institute, and he has a form of amnesia. He does not recall, he says he doesn't recall anything before he turned 30, which means he does not recall the events of the first two movies. And he tells his psychiatrist that I guess he's been having dreams and visions of Jess, but he also says when it comes to his memories, sometimes when he gets them back, sometimes he gets these flashes, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. We see that when he has Jess's only appearance is he has a dream about her, and she's very pregnant, taking a selfie, and then all of a sudden, she's like ready to drop 3 or 4 kids. She's that pregnant looking, but then she starts bleeding, and then he wakes up from it's all a dream. Anyways, they're going to be doing a getaway with Sally's best friend, and 2 boys, and I guess the mother of one of the kids. I guess they're going to be chaperoning them because a year earlier something had happened, and Sally and her friends caused some damage, and give me a minute. And Corey had to fit the bill to repair the damage, to pay all the the damage and stuff that Sally had caused. Now, around the same time, some girls get their hands on a book. A very familiar book, if you remember the second movie. It was the book used to summon Tooth. Well, I guess after Tooth appears, kills those 2 girls and the father, some guy gets their hands on it and sells it for 10 pounds to Sally, who, there's this boy named Benny, he's one of the 2 boys, who basically he wants to her, bow chicka wow wow, but she doesn't want to. She doesn't feel the same, and decides to read the incantation to summon Tooth from the book instead of. And by the way, for some reason, in this book, next, with a paperclip, there is a photo of the stepfather of Corey for some reason. Anyways, they summon Tooth, and Tooth basically slowly begins to pick up where she left off. Now, this movie is my least favorite of the 3 so far, because I feel that it just not as good as the previous 2 installments. Tooth, a lot of the same tricks, the pliers, she has the whole thing about stuffing candy in people's mouths and animal guts. There's no hammer. There's no point where she takes the hammer and goes, give me those teeth, give me those teeth. Hammer time, oh, give me those teeth. She does use a little needle-nose pliers at one point to get one of Corey's teeth. But anyways, Corey, once again, when she is summoned, he starts to hear her telling her, not only is she telling Tooth, that's another Tooth telling Corey it's time to collect, but Tooth informs him she no longer needs him. That she has someone new that will help her, and that she will be her replacement, because guess what? Sally is also hearing Tooth. And Corey now has to not only save the kids and this woman who might have a romantic interest in Corey, but he has to save his daughter. And that there is a chance to stop it, but it's linked to his family. Again, this is my least favorite of the series. It doesn't really have a lot of the same. The previous 2 installments had like this atmosphere time that made it feel like they could be something there. This doesn't really have it. They tried to recreate. Okay, and you remember the first movie? There was a scene with a woman when they go into a trailer to open up, she's standing there with a toothbrush, and she's brushing her mouth so hard or whatever, there's blood all over the place. They seemingly tried to recreate that for this movie, but it just doesn't come off the same. Tooth, they did rework Tooth's look. She's got a whole new mask, which is like this skull with like flesh coming off it, and the jaw has been extended and twisted to the side. Now, in flashbacks, they do show Tooth's old looks, and they basically to make up the whole common excuse why she looks different now than she did in the other movies is they say that when she got pulled to hell and she came back, she would have a new look. She also has a new voice. Before, it looked like an almost auto-tune type voice or whatever in the previous installment. This is just some guy's voice. The new mask face look thing. It's the jaw. I kept watching. We were trying to figure out why I didn't like it. It's the jaw, because it's down. Basically, mouth is open up like to here and twisted to the side. Maybe if it wasn't so wide, or maybe if it was just pulled up and not, like this big twisted little thing. So it's I'm kind of iffy on the mask. Again, I like it, but this part's about I don't like. Compared to the old mask. Flashbacks. Corey's having flashbacks eventually to events from the first two movies. Candy is a big thing. She feeds people candy and uses it sometimes to kill them. Animal guts. I'll put the trailer for this and the link for Tubi. But again, this is my least favorite. And it does have a wee bit of a cliff ending. But there is one more movie. Well, it's two more movies in the series. I have found the other one. It's on Amazon Prime, but I'm gonna have to pay for it. I'll thinking about it. But the next one in the series is Tooth Fairy. Pain, and by the looks of it, it will be taking a different route. Almost seems like it will be I don't know, maybe it's not so much of a supernatural thing. We'll see. When I finally watch it. This one goes almost as if it's a trilogy, and we're supposed to be ending it, and then you have that little scene right before the credits that shows that might not be ended, that there could be more, because a character from the first movie does make an audio appearance. And speaking of the first movie, in the first movie, YouTuber Sean C. Phillips appears in a video that somebody watched. I think it's the mother of the aunt. I think it's the aunt, or somebody to the aunt or whatever, to mother whatever to Corey watched a video from Sean C. Phillips talking about the Tooth Fairy, and he does it again in this movie. This time saying that he's heard about all the cases in England, and he believes it to really be the Tooth Fairy, and says that they never caught the Tooth Fairy, and he talks about the book. So it's it's cool to see him in it. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm hungry. And once again, I need to go brush my teeth so that no evil tooth fairies come and get me. No candy. Anyways, I am Echo Zero, and I will see you on the flip side. Toodaloo, and don't forget to brush, or the tooth fairy will come for you.